ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. We complete our lesson today for Unit 2, Reading and Listening, Reading and Speaking. A real good job. Look at the pictures. Read these sentences about Babur Ali. Underline what you think it's true or false. Now let's read about Babur Ali. In fact, I like this person because he's really amazing. Babur Ali, he's 16 years old and a head teacher. Babur Ali comes from West Bengal in India. He is 16 years old and lives in the small village of Bahabat. His village doesn't have a school, but Babur is lucky because he goes to a private school in the next village. His school cost 1,000 rupees, 12 pounds a year. This is too expensive for many children in Babur's village. but they want to learn. So Babur teaches them everything that he learns. More and more children want to learn. So Babur's friends help him teach. The classes are in bamboo huts, but sometimes they sit outdoors. The school is free and now has a name, the Anand Shiksha Niketan School, and Babur is the head teacher. Busy day. Babur's days are very busy. He has no free time. He gets up at 8 o'clock in the morning and helps his mother with the housework. At 8 o'clock, he goes by bus to his school, 3 miles away. He studies hard all day until 4 in the afternoon. Then he travels back to his village, and at 5 o'clock he begins the classes. He teaches English, Bengali, history, and maths until 8 in the evening. He says, "I love teaching. I am never tired." Babur's ambitions. Now the school has 650 students and 10 teachers. Babur wants to study at university, but he doesn't want to stop teaching. He says, "I always want to teach poor children." As you note, all this paragraph written in present simple tense, using the verb in present simple comes, for example, lives, doesn't, okay, and so on. Okay, now I prefer to read this paragraph faster. Babur Ali, he's 60 years old and a head teacher. Babur Ali comes from West Bengal in India. He is 60 years old and lives in the small village of Bahabat. His village doesn't have a school, but Babur is lucky because he goes to a private school in the next village. His school costs 1,000 rupees, 12 pounds a year. This is too expensive for many children in Babur's village, but they want to learn. So Babur teaches them everything that they teaches them everything want everything that he learns, more and more children want to learn, so Babur's friends help him teach. The classes are in bamboo huts, but sometimes they sit outdoors. The school is free and now has a name, the Anand Sheikh Shah Niktan School, and Babur is the head teacher. Busy days. Babur's days are very busy. He has no free time. He gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning and helps his mother with his housework. At 8 o'clock, he goes by bus to his school 3 miles away. He studies hard all day until 4 in the afternoon. Then he travels back to his village, and at 5 he begins the classes. He teaches English, Bengali, history and maths until 8 in the evening. He says, I love teaching. I am never tired. Babur's ambitions. Now the school has 650 students and 10 teachers. Babur wants to study at university, but he doesn't want to stop teaching. He says, I always teach poor people. Now we back to exercise number 1. Look at the pictures, read these sentences about Babur Ali. Underline, يعني يقول لك ضع خط تحته what you think is true, اللي تعتقده صح. Babur gets up at 5 a.m. 8 a.m. 2. He helps his mother in the house. Father at work. 3. He goes to school by bus, car. 4. He studies hard until 1 p.m. 4 p.m. He begins his homework, the classes at 5 p.m. 6. He doesn't like his work. 7. He doesn't speak English. He doesn't want to go to university. 2. Read the first paragraph. Okay, يعني يقول لك اقرأ المقطع الأول هذا. واضح شلون؟ زين. Read the first paragraph about Babur. Ask and answer the questions with a partner. اطرح واجب الأسئلة مع شريك. A partner معناته شريك، يعني نريد اثنين أيضا يشاركونه. Asking and answering the questions. 1. Where does Babur come from? 2. Where does he live? Does his village have a school? 4. Why is he lucky? يعني يقول لك ليش هو محظوظ? Because you give the reason. Okay, شلون؟ يعني نريد جواب. This is as a homework for you all, and I want to listen to your participation, please. 5. How much does his school cost? 6. What does he teaches the children? Are all the classes outdoors? 8. What's his school's name? Is it free? Exercise 3. Read about Babur's busy days. Ask and answer questions about the times in Babur's day. For example, what time does he get up? At 5 o'clock. And complete. And I want to hear your participants using your voice messages when we discuss this lesson. Okay. 4. Read about Babur's ambitions. Ambitions اللي هي طموحات. Correct the sentences. واضح شلون نصححها. 1. The school has 60 students. It doesn't have 60 students. It has ايش قال 650. Okay, sure. It's 2. It has 5 teachers. صححها. You have to correct it. 3. Babur wants to stop teaching. Is it correct? 4. He wants to be a doctor. Now replay an interview. 5. Work with a partner. Complete the questions. how many students, and you complete. How many teachers, what time start, finish, how much. This is an class activity, and I want to listen to your participation next lesson, God willing. So tape script 2.13, listen and compare. Let's listen to this exercise.
Tape script 2.13, an interview.
Can I ask you some questions about your school?
Yes, of course.
How many students are in your school?
There are 650 now.
That's quite a lot. And how many teachers?
10 teachers.
And what time do your classes start?
5 o'clock every day.
How much does it cost?
Oh, the school is free.
Very good. And your teacher? What's your teacher's name?
Babu Ali. He's only 16.
16? That's amazing. Is he a good teacher?
He is very good indeed.
What does he teach?
He teaches English, Bengali, history and maths.
That's a lot of subjects. Does he work hard?
Oh yes, very hard. He studies all day and he teaches us every evening. He's the best teacher in the world.
Now we have vocabulary and listening. Jobs. Jobs اللي معناتها الوظائف والمهن. Match the pictures. Match the pictures with a job. Architect, nurse, pilot, dentist. Just a minute, please. Okay, we complete. Vocabulary and listening. Jobs. Match the pictures with a job. Okay, عندنا هنا صور تمثل شنو؟ represents jobs. Architects اللي معناتها شنو؟ مصمم معماري. Nurse ممرضة. Pilot اللي هو طيار. Dentist اللي هو طبيب أسنان. Receptionist اللي معناتها موظف استقبال. Reception الاستقبال. Lawyer اللي هو معناتها محامي. Taxi driver سائق تاكسي. Hairdresser اللي معناتها مصفف شعر أو حلاق. Journalist اللي معناتها صحفي. Accountant اللي قلنا معناتها محاسب. هنا هاي الصور مالتهم مع المهن مالتهم. Okay. Complete the sentences with a job. She cuts hair. يعني يقول لك هي مهنتها كذا. She cuts hair هي تصفف الشعر. فشو يصير عندنا؟ She's a hairdresser. واضح شلون؟ She's a hairdresser. She cuts hair. He flies from Heathrow Airport. واضح شلون؟ He's a pilot. هو طيار. He flies from Heathrow Airport. 3. She works in a hotel. She's a receptionist. هي شنو؟ موظفة استقبال. تعمل وين؟ in a hotel. He's an bracket. He designs buildings. He's an architect. يعني مصمم مهندس معماري. وعشان who designs the buildings. 5. She works for family law firm. She's a lawyer. 6. He knows all the streets of London. He's a taxi driver. واضح شلون؟ Because he knows all the streets of London. 7. She writes new stories. هي تكتب قصص جديدة. She writes news stories اللي تكتب قصص إخبارية. She's a journalist. 8. He looks after people's teeth. اللي هو dentist, طبيب أسنان. He looks after معناته يعتني people's teeth, بأسنان الناس. 9. She works in the city hospital. She is a nurse. She works in the city hospital. 10. He likes working with money. He is accountant. Now let's listen to tape description 2.14.
Tape script 2.14. Jobs. 1.
She's a hairdresser. She cuts hair.
2.
He's a pilot. He flies from Heathrow Airport.
3.
She's a receptionist. She works in a hotel.
4.
He's an architect. He designs buildings.
5.
She's a lawyer. She works for a family law firm.
6.
He's a taxi driver. He knows all the streets of London.
7.
She's a journalist. She writes news stories.
8.
He's a dentist. He looks after people's teeth.
9.
She's a nurse. She works in the city hospital.
10.
He's an accountant. He likes working with money.
Tape description 2.15. Let's listen to this exercise.
Tape script 2.15. 1.
What does your brother do?
He's a journalist. He writes for the Times newspaper.
Oh, that's a good job.
That's what we call show interest.
What does your father do?
He's an accountant. He works for a big firm in the city.
And your mother? What does she do?
She's a teacher. She teaches French and Spanish.
3.
Does your sister work in the centre of town?
Yes, she does. She's a receptionist. She works in the Ritz Hotel.
Oh, that's near where I work.
4.
Are you a doctor?
No, I'm not. I'm a nurse.
Oh, but I want to see a doctor.
5.
I want to be a pilot when I'm big. I want to be a lawyer. They earn lots of money. Pilots earn a lot too, and they travel the world.
Now, everyday English. What time is it? How to ask and answer about time. Let's listen to this tape description, please.
Tape script 2.17. What time is it? 1.
It's nearly 3 o'clock.
2.
It's just after 5 o'clock.
3.
It's about 2:30.
Now, tape description 2.18. Listen and complete the conversations. Box them with a partner. Let's listen.
Tape script 2.18. 1.
Excuse me, can you tell me the time, please?
Shh.
Yes, of course. It's just after 6 o'clock.
Thank you very much.
2.
Excuse me, can you tell me the time, please?
I'm sorry, I don't have a watch.
Never mind.
3.
Excuse me, what time does the bus leave?
At 10:10.
Thank you. What time is it now?
It's about 5 past.
10:05.
No, 9:05. You're okay. No need to hurry.
4.
When does this lesson end? At 4:00. Oh dear, it's only 3:15.
It's very important to know how to answer about time and know the times. For example, let's take this. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. It's half past 5. يعني ب5:30. شو نقول؟ It's half past 5. نقدم هسه احنا بنقول ب5:30 انهم شو يقولون؟ ونص ب5. واضح شلون؟ هالشكل. It's half past 5. It's 5:15. 5:15. It's 5:15. It's 5:45. إلا نقول 2. واضح شلون؟ It's 5:45. يعني بالستة إلا ربع. It's 5:45. It's 5 past 5. It's 5 past 5. It's 20 past 5. It's 20 past 5. It's 25 to 6. It's 25 to 6. It's 25 to 6. واضح شلون؟ يعني بالستة إلا 25 دقيقة. 2 إلا. واضح شلون؟ زين. It's 10 to 6. It's 10 to 6. يعني بالستة إلا 10. Let's take this example. It's o'clock. For example, it's 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock, it's 4 o'clock, and so on. For example, it's 5 past 10. For example, it's 10 past مثلا 10 ساعة بالعشرة وهالقد وهكذا. نجي هنا for examples. طبعا إلا شو نقول 2. For example, it's 10 to 2. يعني مثلا ساعة بالثنتين إلا 10 وهكذا. نجي مثلا هاي أمثلة كلش واضحة. 2. It's 2 o'clock. It's 5 past 2. It's 5 past 2. ثنتين وخمسة. It's 10 past 2. It's 10 past 2. ثنتين وعشرة. It's 2:15. كوتا معناته ربع. واضح شلون؟ ثنتين وربع. It's 20 past 2. It's 20 past 2. It's 25 past 2. It's 25 past 2. It's half past 2. يعني ساعة ثنتين ونص. It's half past 2. It's 25 past 2. It's 20 to 3. It's 20 to 3. هنا نقدم إلا نقدم الساعة. It's 20 to 3. It's quarter to 3. It's 10 to 3. It's 5 to 3. زين. يقول لك هنا we use at plus time when giving the time of a specific event. يعني يقول لك نستخدم at حينما نحدد وقت محدد لحدث. The class starts at 9 o'clock. يعني الدرس يبدأ الساعة 9. واضح شلون؟ To determine the time. The flight leaves at 10 to 3. يعني الرحلة تغادر الساعة 3 إلا 10. We use it's to answer a question that asks for the time right now. For example, what time is it? It's 4:30. يعني الساعة بالأربعة ونص. What's the time? It's 20 to 5. يعني الساعة بالخمسة إلا ثلث. Thank you for your listening. We met next lesson, unit 3, work hard, play hard. Thank you for listening. See you.